Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to break down the absolute essentials of introducing yourself in French. Whether you're learning for travel, for work, or honestly, just for fun, nailing those first few sentences is absolutely critical for setting the right tone. So we're going to lock in those foundational building blocks right now. We're going to treat these phrases not just as dry grammar rules, but as a real-life script for your very first chat at a cafe, a party, or maybe meeting a new colleague. Too often we look at language learning materials as just these boring lists of things to memorize, right? But today we're flipping that on its head. We're going to look at these phrases as actual tools, literally the exact tools you need to build a real connection with a French speaker. So, are you ready to start building that first conversation? Let's get into it. Okay, so this Unit 2 guidebook gives us the exact roadmap we need. It's broken down into highly practical key phrases, the actual sentences you're going to speak out loud, and targeted grammar tips for introducing yourself. We're going to pull these insights directly into a handy structure that you can use right away. All right, Section 1, hello and your name. Let's start with the absolute basics. Now, notice how French maps concepts a bit differently than we do in English. To state your name, the standard French phrase is je m'appelle, but if we look at the literal translation, it actually means I call myself. It's kind of fascinating, right? We aren't just swapping words one for one here. We're actually learning a whole new way to frame a thought. You aren't just stating your name, you're explicitly saying what you call yourself. So this is the standard, everyday way to introduce yourself. For example, je m'appelle Léo. It's a super simple formula, just je m'appelle plus your name. Honestly, master this one single phrase, and you've already taken a massive step into actual French conversation. Moving right along to Section 2, sharing your origin story. Once you've got names out of the way, you'll probably want to talk about your hometown. For that, use the phrase je viens de, which literally translates to I come from. This lets you confidently say things like je viens de New York, or maybe je viens de Lyon. Whether it's a huge international hub or a tiny, beautiful French town, this is the exact structure you plug your city into. So, here are your two foundational building blocks right side by side. On the left, we've got our French foundation, je m'appelle and je viens de, and directly across from those, the English equivalents, my name is and I come from. These are absolutely your two primary pillars for talking about yourself. Keep them in your back pocket. All right, on to Section 3, keeping the conversation going, because nobody likes a one-sided chat, right? Check this out. Here is a perfect conversational volley in action. Marie introduces herself. Bonjour, je m'appelle Marie. But look closely at what she does next. She immediately bounces the conversation right back by adding, et toi, which means, and you. This tiny, simple addition is literally the secret ingredient that turns a monologue instantly into an engaging two-way dialogue. Now, you can also ask directly about someone's origin, like this. Bonjour, Léo, tu viens d'où? Which means, hello, Léo, where are you from? Notice how this completely flips the script. Instead of just saying where you come from, you're now fully equipped to ask about them, allowing you to play both sides of the conversation perfectly. So, putting it together, you can answer with your city, like Paris, for instance, and effortlessly keep that conversational volley going. Oui, je viens de Paris, et toi? We're basically combining the statement of origin with that magical little question to invite the other person to speak again. A genuinely good conversation is really just a seamless chaining together of these exact basic blocks. And finally, when it's time to politely wrap up the chat, we have the absolute perfect friendly sign-off. Au revoir. À bientôt. This translates to goodbye, see you soon. It just ensures that you not only know how to start the conversation warmly, but also how to end things gracefully. As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to take a second and mentally plug your own name and your own city into these formulas. Seriously, try it out loud right now. The real power of this framework is that it provides a bulletproof template for you. So ask yourself, the next time you meet a native speaker, are you going to just default to English? Or are you ready to step up and make je m'appelle your very first impression? Au revoir, à bientôt.